Hi, I'm Gary Buffini from ARC Leadership Dynamics. Today I want to touch on a little bit of a peculiar thing, and that is in our business, we're always dealing with people who are interested in growth and development. And so one of the things that shows up all the time is these little frustrations that occur because of positive growth that takes place in a company. And so you may have experienced this yourself. Things that worked for you in a day gone by no longer work. Things that you did in a certain way are no longer effective. Communication, of course, is one of the ways that this shows up the most. And so one of the things I want to encourage you to do, and we do this with all of our coaching, if you think about it, we deal with leaders, and leaders have enjoyed a certain level of success. So you trust what you see, you trust what you hear, and you trust the way that you've been doing things. Well, a lot of times you end up hitting a little bit of a ceiling with that, and it can be quite frustrating. One of the things that we recommend when reaching a particular point like that is to create a new habit. And when it comes to communication, one of the habits that I've found that people really respond very well to is when you receive communication, that your first thought is, who needs to know? And so I recommend that you launch, and I mean launch, a who needs to know campaign. You get HR involved in this, you get marketing behind this, you get these little stickers up, and you put up things all over the place, things that make it fun. You do a little acknowledgement or a little recognition around who needs to know. But essentially what you're looking to do is you're looking to get people, when they receive information, to create a new habit, and that habit is first and foremost, who needs to know this? Encourage your people, if you're going to err on whether or not somebody needs to receive this information or not, err on the side of, I'm going to give it to you anyway. It's a whole lot better to get somebody pushing back that says, I really don't need to be in the loop on this kind of information, as opposed to, why didn't you include me in this information? The second thing is, when communicating with others, bullet points. If you're the type that feels the need to write a novel, go ahead, write your novel. But put bullet points before the novel. And then if somebody wants to go down into the details, they can. But bullet points are the best way to communicate with others when it comes to this who needs to know campaign. It's a great new habit to get into, and people will really appreciate it. It doesn't take long, by the way, before refinements to kick in, and then your whole team is really working the who needs to know campaign most effectively. As you know, we work exclusively by referral. If you know anybody who you think would benefit from the individual coaching that we do, or the work that we do with teams, or even if you want to use ARC as part of your hiring process, feel free to have a conversation with any of those folks that you know. If they express an interest in, at a minimum, discussing it further, send me an email, gary@arcld.com, Gary@arcld.com, and I'll follow up with them, and we will treat them with the greatest of respect. We'll do it in a consultative manner, and if there's a possibility that we can help them in the same way that we helped you, we'll be happy to do so. Remember, if you're going to grow your company, you got to grow your team. And if you're going to grow your team, you got to grow yourself. Until next time, it's bye from me.